This is Abe Friedtanzer from Awards Radar, and I'm thrilled to be speaking with Robbie Amell and Andy Allo about season 2 of Upload. How are you both doing today?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Good, good. This is one of my favorite shows, and I'm so excited that it's back.
Thank you. That means a lot.
And I know that I would assume most fans, but I know at least me, I'm very much in favor of the idea of Nathan and Nora getting together as a couple. And it was very strange to start this season with them apart. Did that feel like an odd way to go into things?
I don't think so, because because season 2 picks up. Why are you laughing? Season 2 picks up right when at the end of season 1, and after Nora professed her love for Nathan, and he totally dropped the ball. And yeah, whatever. He was frozen. Who cares? He didn't say it back. That's what matters. And so that, I think it's cool that the writers and Greg did that, just because we get to see now, whether or not they find each other again, and that journey of how do you cope when you tell someone you love them and there isn't that closure, and how how they find their way back to each other if they do.
I like that. And especially with Nora, there's an entirely new world that she gets to be part of, which feels so different than the rest of the show. What was it like getting to work on building that together?
Oh, so fun, especially the Lud camp, the just being in a different world in the woods without technology, and then finding someone new, who's played by Paulo. It was just fun to be with someone who was real, and not this digital. So she gets to experience that, which is what her dad has wanted all along. But through that, I think she discovers, what she really wants. It's kind of like the Goldilocks, you try all these different porridges until you figure out, what, this is truly what I want. And sometimes you go back to the first porridge. I don't know, but we'll see.
It seems like you guys definitely have a similar banter to the one your characters have. I'm thinking specifically of when Nathan mentions that Nora's eating a lot of onions in her sandwich, and she has a pretty great comeback to that.
Right.
Robbie, I know that Nathan, he seems to get a little bit more serious in this season, that he's really trying to work on solving his murder. Was it nice to sort of shift to that tone, or do you prefer more of the lighthearted work on the show?
I like that. I like tone jumping and bouncing around. I think Greg does such a good job of giving you a lot to play with, and it never feels dishonest. Like, he's just good at riding that fine line. And those are important things to keep the show moving. And you have this murder mystery. You can't just give up on that. That would make no sense to give up on finding out who killed me. And at the same time, he misses Nora and wants to try and figure that out. But life goes on, and now he's stuck with Ingrid, and he kind of needs her for a little while. And she made the sacrifice of uploading, so he feels indebted to her and owes giving this a shot. Considering Nora doesn't want to be found. So it was interesting to try and play all of those things where. At one point I was saying to Greg, I'm like, it's really tough to buy going back to Ingrid. And we had a long talk about it. And he's like, well, she uploaded for you. And that would be a thing that would matter in a relationship. And it would weigh on somebody and be like, you can't just, it's a big move, it's a strong move. So it was interesting to play with that. And then always having somebody like Kevin to bring out all of the lighthearted sides of my character, which he's one of my favorite people to work with. He's so funny and makes me laugh so hard. I mean, the whole cast does. I'm such fans of all of them, but it was a really fun season to play with all those different tones.
That's great. I can't wait for everyone to see it. It premieres on Prime Video on March 11th. Thank you both so much for taking the time to speak with me today.
Thanks, Abe.